Welcome to Star Studio and Rolling Out. We're joined today by a powerful new voice in independent cinema, Kamaj Nixon Myers, known for performances that are emotionally charged and truly authentic. Kamaj first turned heads in Once Upon a Time in Philly Part 2, where his raw intensity and vulnerability resonated with audiences. Now he returns in Jones in When Love is a Habit as Myles Cole, a former high school athlete battling personal demons and chasing redemption. With his undeniable presence, Kamaj brings both grit and grace to a story that explores healing, identity, and the complications of modern love. He's not just a rising star, he's one to
How
watch.
you doing, Vera? Nice to meet you.
So nice to meet you too. So, first of all, welcome to the show. And let's start with your character, Myles Cole. What was your first reaction to the script and this character's journey?
My first reaction to the script was really just I knew I had to dive deep into a vulnerability because just seeing a role, I see that it was different for me, far as like a black man, what we face on the day to day, far as when we approach relationships and we approach and encounter women. So I knew I had to tap into a
Yeah.
different side of like being more suave and confident, but still like flawed at the same time.
So, Miles is dealing with past trauma while trying to also find a way forward. How did you prepare emotionally and mentally to take on such a layered role?
I try to take bits and pieces from my own life, as far as dealing with certain adversities where I come from, the city where I come from, in Philadelphia. It's different things that we have to deal with on a day to day basis, with still trying to stay sane and go after your goals or your different accomplishments and stuff like that. So that's really where I pull a lot from for this character to I related on certain levels. I took different things
Mhm.
in my life that was similar to the character and I applied that on screen.
So, your performance in Jonesing balances strength and vulnerability. Was there a specific scene or moment where you really felt that duality come to life?
It's crazy because I don't want to give away too much, but definitely when I had like the scenes with my coach and with Simone as well, it was I had to be vulnerable in both ways because it's kind of to me is like similar to the corporate world where like you have a certain 9 to 5, and that might not be all you want to do in life. You know what I'm saying? Like that might just be a
Yeah.
vehicle to what you want to do as an entrepreneur and entertainment, whether it's that or whatever you do. But I just say that to say he had to deal with a lot coming from his coach and deal with a lot of troubles because he wanted to get back on the team. You know what I'm saying? So even if he
Yeah.
didn't agree with his coach characteristics and the way that he is, he still had to kind of like man up and just say like, okay, I'm gonna still confront you and I'm gonna deal with who you are as a person, but I'm gonna just
Yeah.
accept this for now because this is what I want. And then also with Simone, he was very vulnerable as well. And it was like a scene in the movie where, like the step scene, that was like my favorite scene in the whole movie. And that was towards the end because you see the chemistry, that spark all come together and it's kind of like everything ties in with each other. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Your director, Sixx King, is known for telling emotionally rich stories. What was it like working under his direction, and how did it challenge or guide you?
First, I want to thank him. I'm saying he just got his hands in everything. You know, like when we on set, he's so passionate, and you can see that it's real, genuine meaning behind his scripts. And like I said, with me trying to pull from my life, I could tell that he bleeds onto screen what he feels emotionally and what he goes through on a day to day basis. So I really appreciate him for being there every step of the way with helping me have a picture of what this character is, bringing it to life, how to stay focused and stay disciplined throughout the whole journey. So he's a wonderful coach, a wonderful director. You know what I'm saying? He's a great guy.
So, the film focuses on emotional habits we form in love and in life. Now, what does Johnson mean to you personally, and how do you think it helped shape Miles?
Jonesing to me is black love. Just
Yeah.
yeah. That's just the first thing I think about when I think about Jonesing. I think about black love, pursuing a female with that suave energy and just being yourself. And just as a male, where I come from in society today, it's very hard to be vulnerable and just be real and be genuine without being seen that as like soft or flawed and things like
Yeah.
that. No, nobody really want to show that that flawed side. And a lot of times pride is in the way of you being with real love, especially with so many options on social media that people feel like they have. You could just go
Yeah.
on Instagram and see a girl and you could feel like you could get her and followers this, you think you need this amount of followers, and it messes with people's confidence on a day-to-day basis. So I love this movie, Jones, because it shows, it goes back to reality of really having conversations and not just being on the phone.
First of all, anything concerning Black love, we want to see it. I think
Yeah.
men, generally Black men, tend to be
Yeah.
so strong. They try to be
Yeah.
so strong, so they do not want to show the
Yeah.
softer side. But it's nice
Yeah.
to see Black love on TV. It's nice to see a Black man loving a Black woman. So you first gained recognition from Once Upon a Time in Philly Part 2. How have you grown as an actor, and how have you evolved for this role in particular?
Once upon a time in Philly, you ever see a baby get thrown in the water to learn how to swim? That's how it was. Just like hold your breath, throw him in the water, let's see what he do. If he don't make it, help him. With that film, it was my beginning, my opening debut film. It was a lot of stuff I had to learn as far as preparation and discipline and really, really diving into a role and not just reading the script and going to do the film. So with Jones and I had the opportunity to sit back, tap into the character more, look at people around me who acts like this character, who's similar to this character. How can I use my time to be more adamant on really, really living with this character? I also
Mm.
did the same thing in Once Upon a Time in Philly too. I had a lot of people that I could pull from. It's just with this, I was more intentful with my time, I would say, and with really living with the character even more than I did in Once Upon a Time in Philly.
Sure. You shared the screen with a dynamic cast. How did your collaborations help shape your performance, especially in key relationship scenes, especially with Simone?
Yeah, yeah, Simone. It was very easy connecting with her. Her energy, just her spirit, everything was A1 since the day we locked eyes on set, off camera. It was just a spark. That connection was just there. That's a big deal when it comes to love interest roles and rom coms, whatever genre it may be. The two people playing the role have to have that genuine connection. So me and her just sparked it all, talking and connecting and stuff like that. And she helped me a lot with being more vulnerable off screen for that
Yeah.
to translate on screen and just that suave part of it. I had to really go there as far as just being suave. And I learned a lot about being more suave and more intentful in my everyday life when it comes to approaching relationships. Shout out to Lena, Sajda as well. They have been in film longer than me. So me being able to be on set with Sajda, Lena, Aria, I got to see different traits and different hacks that they use for them when it's time for them to lock in. Like, all right, like Lena, I'm gonna give away one of her lock in tactics. When it's time to get on
Hmm.
set, she got her headphones on and she locked in. That's how you know when it's like, oh yeah, she ready. Then
Mm.
Aria, who plays Simone, she just disappear out of nowhere. No matter what we was doing the night before, having fun, whatever, you just out of nowhere, it's just like, where's Simone at? And then we got that real connection now, so I'm looking like, yo, is she okay? You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate them to the fullest. I definitely do.
As an actor, what's one quality you always bring to a role, no matter the genre, no matter the character you play?
Authenticity, I would say. Being
Okay.
unapologetically you. It shows on camera where you're just being yourself or being robotic and not
Yes,
just
yes,
letting
yes.
letting it flow and just being yourself. So that's a great thing. Especially with Simone, it's different because it's like it's a love connection. And it's not just a regular connection with Simone and Miles. It's more spiritual, intellectual, and very, very intentful. It's a very intentful film. Everybody have different motives and different intents. So just being yourself, I would say that just being yourself. That's what I bring. And just charisma, energy, entertainment to the set, just making everybody feel at home.
So this role feels like potential breakout moments. What kind of roles or stories are you looking to explore next as your career builds?
Oh yeah, I want to play like a Scream movie, but I want to be the scary. No, I'm just playing. I would, however, I would be in the horror film, but just moving forward, I'd rather be more rom com stuff like that. Things
Yeah.
that deal with things I'm more relative to in my life, as far as just growing up in different cities, sports movies, different stuff like that. But I'm open to just spread my wings and do. Maybe I'll be a superhero one day. I don't know. I'm open to different roles and different films to just want to challenge myself with different roles and different things like that.
For fans seeing you in Jonesing for the first time, what do you hope that they take away from Miles and from you?
Oh yeah, so for me as an actor, I want to show my range because in Once Upon a Time in Philly, it was more gritty. It was more just that grit and that passion of like the streets. It was like you get to see the street life of selling drugs, gun violence. And then you go to Jones and then it's like I'm full love mode. I'm full
Mhm.
Michael Ealy love interest mode. So it goes from Tupac Juice to like more of a Michael Ealy type role to me. So it just I want people to see my range. And then as Miles, it's for the black men, man. We gotta be more intentful, guys. We gotta be more romantic and bring chivalry back and be more communicative and show how we really are. Let that guard down sometimes and just show yourself and bring love back.
We need more rom-coms with black male leads and black women, just
Yeah,
showing black love. So,
definitely.
how can your fans find you? Where can we watch Jonesing? How can we find you?
We're in theaters June 13th worldwide, nationally. We have more premieres coming up. Shout out to Philly. Shout out to my city, everybody who came out. Shout out to Detroit, everybody who came out. Appreciate y'all. Shout out to everybody who came out for all of the films, all of the screenings, Tampa. And you can find a movie in theaters June 13th. Come out, bring your girlfriend, bring your husband, whoever, your kids. See this black love and see what Sixx King put together on film. And you can find me on all social medias at Maj.money1, MAJ.money1.
So, thank you, Kamaj, for joining us today on Star Studio. Your performance as
Appreciate
Myles
you.
Cole brings heart, truth, and emotional weight to Johnson when love is in habits. So,
Yeah.
until next time, we do hope to see more of you in more
Yes.
roles, and we do hope Johnson
Did you
does excellently well.
appreciate it? I'm sorry, just quick question. I want to know, did you get to see the film yet?
Yeah, but I will definitely will.
Okay, okay.
Looking
I can't
forward to
wait
it.
till you see it. It was great meeting.
Yeah, yeah. I'm looking forward to it.